with Hal Steinbrenner making all these comments to the media, acting like he is the A's owner or the Rays owner or the Colorado Rockies owner, it's easy to think that that could be the biggest mistake of this offseason. But really, the biggest mistake the Yankees have made in this 2024-2025 offseason is something that every Yankees fan seems to think is a good thing. What's going on, guys? King of 161st Gen. I'm back with another video, and everyone's going to look at Marcus Stroman's final stat line, and they're going to say, yeah, desperately try and get off of that contract. Well, A, there's some context to those numbers, and B, he is still valuable if you let him be valuable. The way the Yankees have gone about this Marcus Stroman situation is completely backward and not aligned with what they should be doing to get the most value out of him as possible. Marcus Stroman last season gave you north of 150 innings. Yes, he gave you over a 4.3 ERA. It was not great for portions of the year, but north of 150 innings in today's Major League Baseball is an extremely valuable piece, no matter what he does. A lot of times these teams just need live bodies for certain portions of the season. Marcus Stroman is that live body. The way the Yankees should be talking about Marcus Stroman is saying, look at the first half of the season for Marcus. In the first half of 2024, he gave you 105 innings of 3.51 baseball. And for those of you that care about wins and losses, even though they don't matter for pitchers, he still went 7-4, even though he had some of the worst defense behind him in all of Major League Baseball. That's what the Yankees should be telling the media. This is a valuable asset that can give you long stretches of success when you need one. Instead, the Yankees are crying poor for no fucking reason and saying, we're not gonna make a move until we get off of this awful contract. Someone take this contract. We'll even eat some money, but please take this guy off of our hands. You really think you're gonna get any value out of him saying shit like that? And that's exactly what the Yankees have been saying to the media for the past 3 months. If you look at what the Yankees could get for a package including Marcus Stroman, if they were to value him correctly, what they should be doing is staying fucking quiet. They should be saying nothing about Marcus Stroman. Wait till spring training starts. Do you know how many injuries happen during spring training? Now, God forbid any of these injuries happen. You never want to see players hurt. God forbid, if you look at the Cardinals, a Sonny Gray goes down. Their new pitcher Eric Fetty, he goes down. You can go in and say, we'll give you multiple prospects and add in Marcus Stroman to fill out your rotation. You give us Brendan Donovan. The Braves deal with injuries all the time. Their rotation isn't even at full strength to start the year. God forbid something happens to Spencer Schwellenbach. Something happens to some of their other guys, Reynaldo Lopez. You can go in and get a good prospect out of Atlanta just to give them a live body in Marcus Stroman. These are the types of moves the Yankees should be looking for if they even want to move him. Do you guys know how many injuries the Yankees go through, especially on the pitching end? And if you look at that first half mark, if we get a guy who has general arm soreness or has a pull in his elbow, and they say he needs 3 months to sort of get back to MLB form, Marcus Stroman is still the type of guy that could step in and take over when necessary. The way the Yankees are going about this and this latter half of the offseason, baffling to me. And the most baffling part about this is the way the fans have reacted to it, because I see fans all over, whether it's social media, whether it's radio shows with pundits or whatever. No one seems to mind the fact that they're trying to get off of the Marcus Stroman contract this badly. The way they are whining to the media about this Marcus Stroman contract. No one seems to care. I'm looking at it, I'm like, they are tanking any value you could get from a guy who has value. We're all gonna look at that final stat line. That final stat line tells you one thing, right? It tells you it was not a great year for Marcus Stroman, but you shouldn't be telling people that that is true. Whether you believe it or not, that's not for me to judge. I believe that there was more context to how that season ended for Marcus Stroman than people want to admit. If you believe that Marcus Stroman, because of the lack of velocity, velocity, and at times the way that slider spins, if it doesn't spin the right way, he'll give up some loud contact. If you believe that that right there automatically excludes any value from him, that's fine. That's your opinion, and there's nothing I could say. If you are the Yankees organization, should you be telling teams? It's like if you were selling a car, right? If you were trying to sell this car, you're sitting there, it's a 1995 Ford, and it's got engine problems. It's got a problem with the motor. You can't, like, the conveyor belt is all fucked up. Are you really gonna go to people being like, look, man, I just need to get rid of this piece of junk. Give me whatever you want. Or are you gonna start saying, hey, I'll give you parts that are still worth money and get the most value out of this piece of shit? That's how you actually create value. And this is a professional sports organization. This is an organization built on negotiations. The fact that they are not understanding that fact is baffling to me. And then they're using the excuse of, well, the Dodgers are buying all the players. They're not letting us keep up. We're the fucking New York Yankees. Get your head out of your fucking ass. You guys still made an enormous profit last year. They just came out with the profit margins in Major League Baseball. They're at an all-time fucking high. You know who's taking home most of that? The New York Yankees. It's the Yankees and the Dodgers. They're taking home most of that pot. Maybe you did make a mistake with the Stroman contract. I personally think it was an okay deal, but if you think that's a mistake, that's your opinion. Don't tell me that mistake is hindering you from doing any sort of work to try and get another infield. And now we've let multiple infielders go. One of the best options on the table is now gone, and Ha-Seong Kim, he is now in Tampa Bay. The way the Yankees are going about all of these negotiations is blowing my mind, because they're not getting any value and they're telling people they're poor when they are not. And it all culminates in the way they have handled Marcus Stroman. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Yankees are doing the right thing by crying poor about Marcus Stroman and not doing any deals until they get the bare minimum for him? Let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comments down below. I know I've been gone for over 2 weeks at this point. A lot of personal shit has popped up for me. I am really sorry about that, but I'm back now, and I'm going to start posting somewhat consistently now that pitchers and catchers are reporting in a little more than 2 weeks. I can't wait till we start getting actual baseball started. I'm gonna have real content coming out about real games that are happening. So if you want to be a part of that, leave a subscription down below, like the video, turn on the post notifications so you never miss a video when I post. And with that, I'm out of here. Take care and peace.